Hello, I'm going to show you how to add glossary terms to the MCIR blog. First thing you need to know is that you're going to add it in 3 different places. So you're going to add it to the main glossary page, which is here in this list. I'm going to add the page itself with the information, the definition, and photos and links. You're also going to add it to the sidebar, which is on every glossary page with all of the terms there. So the first thing you need to do is go to the dashboard, posts, all posts. I'm going to add the actual term in now. I'm going to use the term music for this tutorial. So you're not going to add a new page, you're going to simply clone one that's already there so that all the settings are following along with what's already there. Just go to one of the entries that has the same letter group as your term. So my term is music, so I'm going to go to one of these that has the M through R group. I'm going to do melody and roll over it and hit clone. As you can see, it will clone another draft of this, and then I will hit edit. The page should pop up, and you should see that the name hasn't changed, but it has added a -2 on the permalink, which means this is just simply a clone of melody. So we're going to change this permalink first to our actual term, which is music, and hit OK. Hit edit, change it, and hit OK. Then you can change title to music. Next, you're going to want to come here to this purple sort of rectangular builder. This is a page builder that is set in stone for the glossary. So the only things that you will be changing are these 2 modules here. Do not edit or delete these 2 modules, or these either. Just here, these 2. First, you're going to add the glossary term. So you're going to double click or click on this hamburger here, these 3 lines, the hamburger. And you'll see a dialog box pop up, and it has the term melody there because that's the term that we just cloned. But we're going to turn it into music. Please make sure you keep the H2 tags. Anything inside of these carets you have to keep there or it will not work. So just change the word inside of the HTML tags. And do not change anything else, and just hit save and exit. Now you've added the term, you want to actually add the content. So you're going to go to glossary page content here. Click on the hamburger on the left. Oh, sorry, accident. What should pop up is this. Let's do that one more time. Don't double click, just click once, and it will pop up. And as you can see, it comes up inside of the HTML sort of editor. Go to visual because it's a lot easier to deal with, and you can see this is how your file pretty much looks when you add stuff to it. So I'm just gonna select all, delete, and enter in my own stuff. And I'll show you that you can enter in photos as well, which is cool. Pretty much the same as any other WordPress editor. You have the option to link, style, do block quotes, enter in photos. You can also put backgrounds on these. It's a lot of cool stuff you can do, but this is just a basic editor, and it has a text HTML side as well. So once you're done, you hit save and exit. Once you've gotten the content in there that you want, and you're done with the builder portion. Now you just want to check your options and make sure that everything is correct. Make sure that your screen matches this and here, and make sure that you have all terms selected in the letter category for your term. This term is music, so it's going to go to the M through R part of the glossary. Make sure both are checked and publish. And you've published your glossary term to the site. The next thing you want to do is make sure you copy this link. You're going to need it later. So I would just right click and hit copy link or copy link location. And I'm going to go ahead and put it in my notepad until I need it. So the next portion of this is to add this term that you just created to the actual glossary listing on the front page here. So we're going to go to pages, all pages. You're going to go to glossary where it says glossary and edit. And wait for the page to populate. Again, you see another builder here. This is the page builder. This is as opposed to the regular editor that we're used to seeing. Just breaks things up a little easier. So we're going to go here where it says text. And we're just going to, again, hit that hamburger here on the left of this box. These things, please don't bother. Just use this text box here. So click there. And you'll see that the listing of all of the terms has come up. You don't want to use this visual side for this particular part. You want to go into the text side, excuse me. And this is where your link will come in handy. So as you can see, it's a lot of code, but for basically all it is that each line, or most likely each line, is representative of each of these terms. So as you can see, it's in alphabetical order. So for my term, which is music, it's going to go between this term and that term, so right before octave. So I'm just going to click on to the end of this one, or right before octave, and enter so that I can make space for my new line of code. And what I'm going to do is copy what's already there. So I'll copy octave, and then I'll just turn this into what I need it to be. So I'm going to go ahead and paste my link that I got from my new page. I'm going to paste that here. Make sure you're inside of the quotation marks. So there it is, music. Okay, and then I'm going to change this octave word to music, because that's what's going to show on the public side. And then I'm done. Hit save. And then you want to update your page. And that should be done. The next step, now that you've got your word there, is to, of course, check it. Go ahead and refresh your page. And as you can see, music has been added to my glossary list on my glossary page. And when I click on there, my page is here. I have the heading, I have all of the information I put, but on this side it's not there yet. So that's the last step. And what we're going to do is go back to your dashboard. You're going to go under Appearance, Menus, and you're going to see you could see anything. It really just depends on the last place you left off. So for this case, you're going to go up here to where it says Edit Menus, select Menu to edit. You're going to use the drop down and go to the correct letter set. So I'm going to letter group. So I'm going to go M through R because that's the one I want to add. And as you can see, all of our terminology popped up. So now you want to add music to this list. So you're going to go under Post, because it was a post. It wasn't a page, it was a post. So you hit Post, and it should be the very first one. If it's not, you can search this way. Usually the most recent is the first one that's up there. You're going to click there and hit Add to Menu. It adds it to the bottom, and what you want to do is put it in its proper place and make sure that you drag and drop it correctly. You could drag it this way, and then that would be incorrect. You don't want any space here. You want to drag it all the way to the left and make sure that all of these line up. So let's see, it's in the right place. So make sure that none of this is checked, and then just hit Save Menu, either at the top or the bottom. Either one doesn't matter. And so when you go back to your terminology page and you refresh, there you have music there. And you can click it and it will go to the correct page. And that is how you add glossary terms. 3 steps. And please rewind if you missed a step or if something didn't work out. Thanks.